Hello, guys. Hi, guys. How are you doing? Hello, guys. Hi. How's everybody doing? Let me close up my blinds so we can see each other better. Hey, guys. How's everybody doing? Today actually may be my very last live for the year. So do me a favor. Go ahead and invite your friends, your enemies, your friends, your frenemies. Invite everybody. As they would say in Memphis, invite everybody. Invite every single person because today is most likely going to be my very last live for the year. So if you have questions or you know someone who's been trying to catch my live, share this live. Tell them join now because this is going to be our very last live for the year. All right, next week will probably be super busy trying to round up before the break. So I don't think I can come live next week. So today was probably going to be my very last live for the year. All right. So if you have a question or you know someone who has a question and has something they've been dying to ask me, or someone who's been trying to come live and join my lives for a long time and has never had that luck, well, today is their day. Okay. Because today is possibly quite likely, probably 99% chance that this is our very last live for the year. I don't plan to come live again this year. Next week, I'll be finishing up our cases before the break, so I probably wouldn't have time to come live. So if you have a question, now will be that time, and I'm going to start taking those questions. And now we're going jumping straight into the questions because that's all I came to do today was just answer questions. It promises to be a very short live unless people start to come and start asking a lot of questions at the end like usual, but I plan on being here no more than 20 minutes. Hello.
Hey, hello.
How are you doing?
Doing right. How you doing, Jay?
Good.
Good. Question. This is about my wife case.
Okay.
So I filed her for adjustment for the green card.
Okay.
She came in the U.S. through a J1 visa.
Okay.
So everything went well. We had an interview. She received her working permit and everything. We got the interview. We went to the interview. It went really well. We have a baby already.
Okay.
So the USCIS agent approved it on the spot.
Great. Happy for
Yeah,
you.
he even said that they I don't know why they called you for interview. So
okay.
So he approved it, and then on the same day, I think that day they had the system issues or something.
Okay.
But he said he would put in the system later on, and 2 days later, we checked the status. They said the I-30 was approved.
Okay.
But that was
3
months ago, and since then we didn't heard any update for the I-40 485.
You said that was 3 months ago?
Yeah.
Okay. And they interviewed you guys together?
Yeah, we did together.
At the same time, they didn't separate you?
We did together. We said, we even went there with the baby and everything. We did the interview together.
Okay.
He asked me a question. He asked me a question,
Okay.
and then he said, "Well, I'll prove it on the spot." I don't know.
So
even
then
know
there's probably
what
nothing to worry about. But sometimes it's just a backlog. What can I say? What you can do is try to follow up on it. But other than that, there's nothing much I can tell you. You can also try to get a congressman involved to see if you can get a quicker answer. But these days, things are just a little bit slowed down, even after you get that approval. Okay.
But do you think that like the fact that the I-30 was approved and I-45 is related to she came with a J1 visa or something?
I think at this point you should schedule a consultation because I only answer one question.
But that's still the same question though. That was my worry. Like,
sir, I don't like it when people try to push me to do more than one question. I've already answered your question very well. If you need more time with me, you should schedule a consultation. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Let me take some more questions. Somebody asked me something that I thought I should answer. Where did that question go? Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good. Well, Mike, I have a question. I'm married to U.S. citizen, and I mean, she called the cops on me. She got me arrested in domestic violence case. And second time, she called the cops again, and she got arrested in domestic violence case. And I got a restraining order against her. And I'm trying to file for VAWA. So
Okay.
if she get the annulment of the marriage, because that was a short-term marriage.
Okay.
So can I still file for VAWA?
Yeah, that's not a problem. Even if it ends in annulment, as long as it's part of like the abuse that you've been going through, and we can show that, it's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
But your
annulment
bigger
doesn't
issue,
matter, right?
your bigger issue is that the DV. You said she filed the domestic violence charges against you, or was you who filed
She
them
did
against her?
file that domestic violence charge against me, but that was not pursued in the court because they did not have enough evidence.
Okay, so it was
Because
thrown
there
out.
was not enough harm.
Okay, so it was dismissed, right?
Yeah. Sorry?
So it was dismissed, right?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
those charges were dismissed. Even
Okay.
the charges she went to jail for, and those were dismissed as well. But she was very abusive, and she kept doing like her actions were very violent. So I went ahead and I got the restraining order against her, and my restraining order case, is still in the court. And I am just worried if she files for the annulment, so I can get a VAWA. So that'll be my problem.
So I've heard your question. Annulment is never a problem. Again, as long as it's already in an abusive relationship, which looks like it is, and we're able to show that, that's not a problem. I've filed a lot of our cases based on annulment. It wasn't an issue.
Even that is a short-term marriage, that doesn't matter?
No, it doesn't matter how long you've been married, sir. And I want to be fair. So I can't answer anything else. Because the other guy only told me.
I know, I have to schedule a consultation for that.
Yeah, okay. Let me be fair, okay?
For sure. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for your reply.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. Again, this is our last live. It's going to be my very last live of the year. So if you know someone who needs some questions answered, or who's been wanting me to answer some questions for them, today will be the day for you to tell them to come live today. Okay, now I'm here 20 more minutes. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, and yourself?
Good.
Quick question, right? I'm married for almost a year.
Okay.
I have my work permit. I have my social, but we have an interview coming up, so I could get my travel document. However, she did not come to the interview. My wife did not come to the interview. And so I quickly applied for VAWA.
Okay.
So is it possible I can still get my travel documents early, or I have to wait until the VAWA is approved?
No, your travel document should have been filed as part of your application, by the way. So yes, it's possible, to answer your question.
So I would get that soon, or I don't have to wait a long time.
You needed to apply for that at the same time. Your lawyer needed to apply for that at the same time.
No, she applied for it when my wife did not turn up for the interview. She applied for the VAWA.
Right, but she needed to apply also for a travel permit, is what I'm saying.
All of that was put in.
Okay, so I don't get your question then.
So let me tell you, she put in for alien relative, that was one, for travel document, adjustment of status.
Okay.
Yeah, so all of those were put in. And also for the working permit, so I got the working permit already.
Okay, so your question is, you want to see if you can expedite your travel permit. Is that what you're asking me? Yeah, you can always try. I mean, it's gonna be up to them whether usually you need some basis, like you have to show maybe like there's a loved one that has died or something. You usually have to have some basis to get it expedited.
Okay, but if not, I have to wait on how long do you think?
I gotta be fair. I only answer one question.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I gotta be fair to the other two gentlemen. Bye.
All right.
All right, guys. It's getting good. So tell again, guys, our last live for the year. Hello.
Oh, hi.
How are you doing?
Hi. My question is, when you're filling out the I-30 form, do you also have to fill out the affidavits of support form? That's the I-864.
Sort of a long-ended question. You probably need a consultation for this, man. But long story short, that depends on whether you're applying for a green card as well. Like if you're applying for a full adjustment of status. So if you're only applying for an I-130, no. But if you're trying to get a green card through the process, then yes, you need to do an affidavit of support. You need to do a 485 and some other forms.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hi.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, so I have a question. Let's say I was married, right? And then I divorced my husband. But apparently with the way we divorced, I had to delete everything, the pictures that we took together. So when I filed for my VAWA, my attorney is asking for the pictures of which I don't have them. Do you think it's going to be a problem for my VAWA case? But everything else
pictures are good. Pictures are good. No. But if you have other things to show you built a life together, it shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, madam. All righty. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Good. How can I help you?
Yeah, I applied for VAWA and they gave me prima facie 2 times, and the second one is about to expire on 24. So I don't know if it's a good sign or I have to,
Yeah, it's just expiring because that's the amount of time they give you, and it's not a problem or anything to worry about. And usually they'll automatically extend it themselves, although you can always write them to extend it.
Okay. But my working permit and travel document is going to be expired on February.
Okay, ma'am, I have to be fair. I'll only answer one question. I've been fair to everybody. I'm answering no more than one question. So if you have yeah, that's the. So if you have additional questions, you need to either schedule a conversation or catch me on my next live, which will be sometime next year.
Oh, okay. So I'm on for the prima facie. I'm good, right? So
yeah, that's nothing to worry about. It's just expiring because it's expiring because that's the date they gave you, but it doesn't mean anything per se.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody said, can you add me? I can't actually. Usually you have to add yourself. You have to request to come live. So yeah, I don't know who that person was that wanted me to add you. Usually you gotta add yourself. Okay, let me try. But I usually just take questions as people request for me to bring them live. You have to request it. All right. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. How you doing?
Good.
Oh, thank you. Nice speaking with you. Thank you for doing the good job. So my I-3 system was recently approved, and they said the card was mailed. Okay. But I've not done any interview.
Okay.
They just said card. It did not say card was made. It said we ordered your new card. Okay. So I tried calling the USCIS, and then just when I put the receipt number, it said the card, we mailed your card, because I wasn't able to talk to somebody. So I was just going to ask, what's the next step for me to do?
Really, I don't know actually. First, let me tell you congratulations. So, it's either you wait it out a little bit more, which is probably what I would do. Wait like 2, 3 more weeks, maybe like after the break to see if you haven't received anything. And then yeah, just you can just follow up again to see what the holdup is. Or I guess what I'm trying to tell you, I don't know exactly what they sent. You will never know exactly what they sent to you until it arrives. So I don't know if that's a work permit that they sent or if it's a green card. We honestly wouldn't know until it arrived.
I guess I cannot ask any more questions.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Alrighty. Okay. These are probably gonna be my last two questions, y'all. I said I'll be here 20 minutes. It's 5:15 and I came here at 5 o'clock. So 5:20, I'm gone. Hello. Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you. Thank you for doing a good job. I really appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is my question. If you have been in this country for let's say like more than 8 years, and there was a time you got married to a U.S. citizen who was in the military, but the spouse had to withdraw application on the day of the interview. You were asked to leave the country, but you did not leave.
Okay,
and
ma'am.
as of that period,
I need to know something real quick before you continue with the story. How long ago was this? When was this?
that was in 2017.
Okay. Right now, you separated, divorced, or what's the status?
Yes, separated since 2018, so that's been a very long time ago. I just
Okay.
want to ask if such a person is qualified for asylum.
It's qualified for asylum, you said?
Mhm.
What? Let me ask you. Um, I'm trying to find out the best way to answer this. Well, technically, with asylum, you needed to enter the country. I mean, to usually file that within a year, right? I mean, you could file it like many years later, like 5, 6 years later. But the
I'm
longer
sorry,
it's
I didn't
been,
hear what you're saying. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said, well, first of all, with asylum, you typically need to file that within your first year of entering to have the best chance of winning.
Okay.
So I filed cases for asylum after 5, 6 years, but the longer you're waiting, like if it's 7, 8, now going to 10, 12, the longer it's been, the lower of a chance you have of winning an asylum case.
Okay.
Secondly, I will tell you that I think you should just call me and let me see if you qualify for VAWA. I'd love to screen you for VAWA instead.
All right. Okay. I'll call you. When is the best time to reach you?
You better call before it's gonna break.
Yeah,
when I come back.
I really do want to call you.
Because when I come back off break, we're gonna be so busy.
Yeah, because I know you're very busy, so I need to be sure of the time you'll be available that I can speak to you directly.
Oh no, it doesn't happen like that, man. Can you imagine how many calls we get? You can't speak to me directly. You have to call, schedule consultation.
Sure.
Yeah, I haven't answered the phone in years. Okay.
Okay. I'll make a consultation. I'll book my time with you soon.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
I might think it's like same lady. Okay. Last question of the day. 5:18. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Last question of the day. 5:18. Hello.
Yes, madam. Hello, madam.
Last question of the day. 5:18. Hello. Yes, madam.
Ooh, I'm having a hard time. Can you hear me?
Last question of the day.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to take that lady off. It's like echoing. It's repeating everything I'm saying. Sorry. I'm sorry, lady. I had to take you off. Your live is just not cooperating properly. We've got to be able to hear each other. So I took you off. Sorry. Last one. Hello?
Hello, good night.
How are you doing? Good evening.
I'm good, thanks. Good evening. Thank you for the good job that you're doing.
Thank you, madam.
So my question is, I currently have a lawyer on my case. However, I got my work permit last year. We filed for VAWA back in 2019. Got work permit last year. Still haven't gotten my green card.
Okay.
Yeah, so they sent me a form to fill out, which I did to make an inquiry into the case. But I just want to find out, is this the norm?
Like, what do you mean? The norm on what?
In terms of the time frame that the VAWA case takes to be settled.
Oh, definitely, it's not abnormal. Yeah, definitely, your case hasn't is not outside of part. You said it's been a year.
No, I actually got my permit last year. However, we filed for the VAWA before COVID.
Yeah, that's not normal. That's a
Exactly.
long,
So
too long
that's
almost. I think.
yeah.
I think you want to contact a congressman in this situation, see if they can follow up and see why it's been such a holdup.
A congressman.
Yeah, congressman or senator. Yeah, in other words, checks and balances. You're contacting one governmental body to contact
Uh-huh.
USCIS on your behalf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Okay. So I'll reach out to them and hear what they say with
Sure.
regards to that. Thank you so much.
No problem. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
All right, guys, I'm keeping to my word. It's 5:21 now. This is our last live of the year, guys. It's been an awesome, awesome year with you. I would love it if you can share this live and really honestly share anything that you have learned in our lives this year. One of the reasons why I come live is just really to educate the community, make sure our community is well educated on VAWA. Also, if you haven't checked out, please check out our video testimonial from yesterday. We won a superb asylum case for a Jamaican lady. She gave her live video testimonial yesterday. If you haven't checked it out, you really need to go check it out. Because like I always say, we do much more than vows. So that was an asylum case that we won on this spot, and it was with an immigration judge. If you know anything about asylum, you know it's very hard to win, especially in front of an immigration judge. But your favorite lawyer had prepared this application packet so well that the judge literally had no questions for my client, and we won on the spot. And honestly, that's kind of been our theme this year. If there's one thing that's happened to us so many times this year, it's almost at every interview of hearing I've held this year, we have won on the spot. We have won without questions from the judge or from the immigration officer. That has really been our theme. Second thing we've had, or the theme that, yeah, the second thing we've had going on for ourselves is that this year we have honestly won so many green cards, even without interviews. So either they didn't even have an interview, and if they did go to an interview, we definitely had no. Um, we definitely had no questions from the judge or from the immigration officer, whichever one it was. And so, truth be told, this particular asylum case, I was very worried about. I didn't even think we're gonna win, honestly, and I didn't think we'd win it that way. This one is obviously a testament to prayer. I mean, I have been praying about this case, and definitely hard work, of course. So I put in my work, but definitely I've been praying, literally praying for some sort of Christmas gift on this case because I knew it was going to happen right before Christmas. And glory to God, we won it with no questions. And so I'm so happy for my client and so thankful to God that he heard my prayers. And like I always say, that is really honestly our key, is that on top of the hard work, you could tell I'm a hard worker. You could tell that this law firm, we work hard. But on top of that, I really back up every case with prayer. I really do. If I'm worried about a case, if I'm not sure we're going to win, especially, I really back it up with prayers. And I'm just glad to be able to give the testimony that the hard work, the hours of writing briefs and declarations for this client and preparing the client, all those hours that we put in to prepare this client for a hearing really turned out properly, really turned out well. And it's really a lawyer's dream to prepare your client for an interview or for a hearing. It's our dream to prepare a client like for hours like that, and you get there and there's no questions. Yeah, it's a waste of time, but it's a good waste of time. You feel like, oh man, I'm so glad I over prepared this client. Makes you look really good in front of the client, like when you over prepare them, and when they get to the hearing or interview, and there's like literally no question. So that's just my own personal testimony, guys. Is that case is dear to my heart because I just, man, I put so much work into that case. I put in a lot of work into every case, but man, that case, I put in a lot of work. So I'm just glad that we won, and I'm glad that God honored the work. All right, guys. So lastly, before I go, I always want to remind you of what we do. My name is Val Quinn. So we obviously specialize in violent cases. We also, which are based on the problems or toxicity in a marriage. We also do the opposite of that. We also do adjustment of status through marriage cases, right? That's when your spouse is the one petitioning for you based on the goodness of the marriage, okay? Then we also do asylum. That's if you have fled your home country because of civil unrest or because of something you can't easily change about yourself. So these are things such as your race, your nationality, your religion, your political opinion, your yeah, I think I've already said your sexual orientation, female genital mutilation, domestic violence, things like those. Asylum cases are harder to win, I will not lie, but it is still possible. It's still possible to very much win an asylum case. And you can see that every time I win an asylum case, we always put up a testimonial. I think yesterday was the first one we had that was video, right? But we always put up a testimonial so you can see that it's definitely possible to win an asylum case. So if you're here, and especially you have been here less than a year, and you have experienced female genital mutilation, domestic violence, or you have some sexual orientation issues that you experienced in your home country, or you belong to a political party that would be in danger right now, if you were to go back, you really need to consider filing for asylum, especially if you've just gotten here, or if you've been here like 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years, maybe it's still excusable. If you have a good lawyer, you can still file that. All right. Okay, guys. I think I'll end there, and happy Merry Christmas in advance, because I probably will come back next week. Enjoy yourselves. Bye. I see the lady that said I have a question. I know you have a question, madam, but you needed to come early and on time. I'm sorry. I've got to go now. Bye.